Hi everyone, this is one of my favorite books, and it's called Spinosaurus. I'm going to read the whole book. This is Spinosaurus. I'm going to begin from here. The dawn arrived suddenly at the edge of the desert. 1 minute the plains were cloaked in darkness, the next they shimmered in the hot subtropical sun. Although the sun was above the horizon, the air was still chilly with night. In the shadows cast by a rocky outcrop, Spinosaurus and his mate woke and stirred themselves. Slowly, Spinosaurus raised himself from the squatting position in which he had slept. Until he stood on all four limbs, he knew that he must get warm quickly. Once his blood was warm, he could move fast, faster than the creatures whose blood was still cold. Spinosaurus emerged from the shadows into the sunlight and looked around him. Then purposefully he turned his body until one side was facing the sun. This was so that the sun's rays could heat the blood circulating through the great sail on his back. Spinosaurus felt the warmth cruising through his veins. His limbs loosened and his brain became more alert. Soon he was ready to hunt for his prey. He moved across the plain. He lowered his head, swinging from side to side. He was searching for tracks in the sand. Soon he found what he was looking for. There were 3 pairs of tracks left by large 3-toed creatures. The hunt was on. Spinosaurus found his prey on the broad plain of the river. 3 Tyrannosauruses were feeding on the vegetation which grew near the river. They stood on their broad hind limbs, tearing at the plants which grew in the surfaces of the rocks. Scenting Spinosaurus in the wind, they lowered themselves onto all fours and began to lumber away from the danger. Spinosaurus gave chase. However, the Tyrannosauruses were not easy prey, for they could run as fast as Spinosaurus. This was because their blood too had been warmed in the scales on their backs. Yet Spinosaurus was able to keep up with the Tyrannosauruses. He would have caught one of them, but they suddenly split up, as each Tyrannosaurus ran up in a different direction. Spinosaurus hesitated. Which one should he pursue? His hesitation allowed the Tyrannosaurus to escape. Spinosaurus halted and watched him go. Slowly, he returned to the banks of the river. If he could not eat, he could at least drink. He drank warily, watching for these giant crocodiles that inhabited the riverbank. These enormous animals would lie in wait for dinosaurs who came to drink at the river. Spinosaurus returned to the open plain. In the distance, he could see a great cloud of dust. This was a clear signal that a herd of sauropods was on the move. As Spinosaurus approached the herd, he could see that was a large one. Some 20 to 30 Brachiosaurus were making their slow way across the plain. The adults stayed on the outside of the herd, while the young were kept inside. This was to give them protection from attack. Spinosaurus was interested in only the young Brachiosauruses. However, the adults made a defensive wall with their bodies, so that it was impossible for him to reach them. Spinosaurus angrily snapped and tore their massive legs, but to no avail. Finally, he turned away in frustration. Spinosaurus was tired, dusty, and hot. The sun was now high in the sky. There was no shade on the plain. So Spinosaurus turned towards the sun, so that the sun's rays did not strike his sail head-on. When he was cooler, he continued the hunt. He saw flying reptiles circling in the distance, a sign that some large creature had died. He approached. He saw it. It was the carcass of a Titanosaurus, a sauropod. Several Quetzalcoatluses were perched on the carcass, tearing at the flesh. Spinosaurus chased them away. He was hungry, and he eagerly began to eat. But his meal was interrupted by a roar. Tyrannosaurus, too, had seen flying reptiles and had come to feed on the carcass. Spinosaurus was no match for Tyrannosaurus. Besides, a fight could damage the sail on his back. Disappointed and still hungry, Spinosaurus returned to the riverbank. His arrival surprised a Gallimimus, who was foraging for insects and lizards. A hunter lunged at his prey, but Gallimimus was too fast. As Spinosaurus' jaws snapped shut, the creature sprang away, disappearing into the foliage. Spinosaurus decided to rejoin his mate on the higher ground. Together they moved across the plain in the heat of the afternoon. Ever watchful, eventually they found what they were looking for. The undisturbed carcass of a Parasaurus. The animal had been killed by a Tyrannosaurus when it became separated from the herd. The Tyrannosaurus had eaten his fill and left the rest to the scavengers of the plain. Spinosaurus and his mate ate eagerly. This time they could eat as much as they wanted without being disturbed. As the shadows lengthened, Spinosaurus and his mate returned to the rocky edge. The evening was cool. After the intensity of the day, Spinosaurus settled down to sleep. That's the end of the book. Bye.